I literally grew up with a crooked mouth. And I was bullied in the past. People would call me crooked mouth. I never would think that I would be sitting in front of you telling this story. And guess what? Who cares? Because beauty is not what we look like. It is who we are, who we're becoming, and where we're going. So guys, we wanted to do a literal Q&A segment. I don't know these questions. They came in from some of our audience members, and I'm super excited to just serve the audience on spot. And guess what? You get to take a peek and get served too. What questions do we have, Casey?
Okay, so our first question is, do you think every successful entrepreneur has both sides, the beauty and the beast? Why or why not?
Oh my goodness, that's so good. Do I think that every single successful entrepreneur has both sides, the beauty and the beast? Yes and no. I want to say yes, but there's some who don't feel that they have the beauty, but they have the beast. There's some that they don't feel that they have the beast, but they have the beauty. So I'll just speak to both. At the end of the day, we all have beauty and the beast. And the reason why I say that is because no one has come from a perfect upbringing. The beast is the ugly stuff. The beast is the childhood trauma, the broken heart, maybe being in a domestic violence relationship, maybe being fired from a job and it broke your heart because you were so enmeshed, attached to the job that you didn't even know how to function. Or maybe you've had someone pass in your family or a friend and you're going through grief. No one is exempt when it comes to healing while building. And we all definitely have beauty because I believe that we all are God's child and there's beauty inside and out no matter what your imperfections look like. Really quick, I'll tell you guys a little bit about my resiliency story. I literally grew up with a crooked mouth. As we were setting up for the podcast, I'm like, hey, don't get this angle. Don't get this angle. Because I was running from my mom when I was like 3 or 4 years old and I fell and cracked my jaw on the ground. And when we went to the doctor, they just stitched it up. They did not do x-rays. They didn't do their due diligence. And it just reminds me of how we put Band-Aids on things and we think that it's a quick fix. And then over time, things start to get impacted. So over time, my jaw grew crooked and I was bullied in the past. People would call me crooked mouth. I never would think that I would be sitting in front of you telling this story, number one. But number two, I now get paid to do what I was afraid to do. I hated speaking in front of large crowds. If I was sitting here in my mind, I'd be like, oh my God, she's looking at my jaw. Oh my God, he's looking at my jaw. And guess what? Who cares? Because beauty is not what we look like. It is who we are, who we're becoming, and where we're going. And so that one mindset shift enabled me to go from shrinking to soaring. And I'm not talking about money, even though things are going well. I'm 5 years clean from corporate. It's such a bigger thing about business. You get to expose yourself to yourself as you're exposing yourself to others. So I know that was literally a Tyler Perry movie from one question, but I'm so glad that a brave soul asked it. What's your next question?
Okay, that was amazing. Our
Like
next question. Our next question is, how can someone begin to regulate or tame their beast without suppressing it?
Ooh, child. Okay, I'm really loving this Q&A. Casey, you gonna come back for Q&A? And next time, y'all, Casey gonna be sitting on the couch with me, okay?
Ooh,
so ask it again just so the people can hear it. It's really for me, but ask it again so the people can hear it, okay?
Okay. How can someone begin to regulate or tame their beast without suppressing it?
So good. Regulate starts with awareness. I can't regulate anything, my emotions, the beast, the inner critic, if I'm not aware of it. So step one is becoming aware of what needs to be regulated, right? And so if your beast is imposter syndrome, and let's just share what that is. It's the inner critic telling you that you're not enough, that you don't belong at the table, and at some point, everyone's going to find out that you are a fraud. That's imposter syndrome. And if I want to regulate that, meaning cope with those emotions and still thrive, I got to become aware of it. But then I also have to face the music. I have to look in the mirror and say, you know what? You have the degree. You have the experience. You have the skills. Why are you playing small? Why are you shrinking? And we got to get to the core of the why. And I'm not going to do this today, but in my course, the Succeed Mindset course, I have something called 5X the why. When you ask yourself why 5 times or more, you're going to get to the core of it. So we got to become aware. We have to get to the core of it. And then we have to do the work, shameless plug, healing while building. Now, in order to not suppress it, it has to be addressed. Suppress is ignoring, it is diminishing, and it's putting it in a little box in what we call in the mental health field compartmentalizing. But guess what happens when we're stressed and when things go awry in our life and business? It starts to rear its ugly head. So that's how you literally address that. And great question. That was really good.
That was. This question, I think you're going to like just a little bit more. Okay. Okay. How do you lead a team or community when you're not feeling like your best self?
Ooh, I don't know who asked that question, but baby, come to the front of the room. This is so good, guys. If you don't know, my father passed in December. We're in March, right? I've literally still been leading, healing, facilitating, coaching while grieving. And so in order to continue to be a leader, in order to continue to serve others while you have your own junk, you got to be able to give yourself grace and know that it's not going to be perfect. And honestly, let's just take away all the dysfunctional and the trauma. We got to give ourselves grace no matter what. Not when things are just rocking and rolling, right? So give yourself grace and know, you know what? It's not a bad thing to rest. It's okay to say, no, I can't take that meeting. I can't take that call. I can't pick up that shift. It's okay to take your bereavement leave. It's okay to break up with someone who you've been with for a long time because they're not serving you. It's okay to tell your child no, even though you know that they're going to tantrum, because you got to teach people how to treat you. And when you don't do that, you let people puppet you and you're literally walking on their accord. That is nothing but a recipe for disaster. And so in order to heal while you build, lead while you're still dealing with things, it's giving yourself grace to know that it's not going to be perfect, but it's also being fully present in the learning moments versus being on autopilot. Autopilot is not being fully present, just going with the flow, going through the motions, and you wake up and it's Saturday and you're like, where did the beginning of the week even go? So you got to do journaling. You have to do affirmations, self-reflection. And lastly, Casey, ask for help. So many people struggle with asking for help. And to be honest with you, that's not a weakness. It's actually a strength. And so if you can do those things, that recipe for success, you can get ahead of it. I didn't say that the stress is going to go away, but it is more manageable.
I knew you was going to eat it up, LaShana.
We clocking T?
Clocking it.
So guys, if you enjoyed this Q&A, which was literally random, we literally made this up on a fly, but I think that's when God is doing his thug thizzle. That's when the spirit moves. Let me know your biggest breakthrough, your biggest learning opportunity in the comments, and we just might bring it back for you. Bring them out, bring them out. That's all I know, y'all. All right, see y'all in the next episode. Bye. So guys, if you enjoyed this Q&A, which was literally random, we literally made this up on a fly, but I think that's when God is doing his thug thizzle. That's when the spirit moves. Let me know your biggest breakthrough, your biggest learning opportunity in the comments, and we just might bring it back for you. Bring them out, bring them out. That's all I know, y'all. All right, see y'all in the next episode. Bye. What's up, guys? So listen, I know you've been tuned in to the podcast, and I'm just super excited that we brought it back. But I need some feedback from you guys. What is it that you love so much about what we're sharing that it makes you excited? Pop it in the comments. And if there's a guest that really resonated with you, don't just let that stay in your head. I need you to literally go to their Instagram, tag me at LaShana West, at Healing While Building, and tag the guest and make a self-reflection, because this is what I'm doing. I'm going to be rewarding active participants of the podcast. Have LaShana, we have merch from Healing While Building mugs, t-shirts, and you even might have the opportunity to come to Atlanta and receive a free VIP ticket to our upcoming Healing While Building Summit, November 6th to November 8th. So again, make sure you like, subscribe, and be active. Do not be a passive participant. I'll see you soon.